In this video, we're with the Disney Princess Cookbook and we're doing a drink dessert inspired by Snow White, and it's just white hot chocolate. There's the picture that the book provides. So yeah, it's just a white hot chocolate. This is something I put together last night, and here's some clips of me putting it together.
First up, I have a saucepan and I have some white chocolate chips that are in there, and I just added some light cream to the mixture. I have it set to a low temperature setting, and what I'm going to do is I need to continue to stir this until the white chocolate chips melt. Now I'm adding in some vanilla to the mix, and I used a clear vanilla because I didn't want to risk coloring the white hot chocolate. And now I'm putting in some regular milk. It didn't say a specific type of milk, like as far as whatever, so I just used my 2% because that's what I have. And then I'll keep stirring this until the milk is nice and warm. Now that my milk is warmed up, it says you can whisk it on the top, try to get the top nice and foamy. I didn't have much success with getting it foamy, but I figured it'd still be drinkable, so I'm just going to move on and prepare these in a cup. So it makes 2 cups, so here I'm just dividing the mixture between the 2 mugs that I have. Next, it mentions that you can put a dash of either cinnamon or nutmeg on top of it. I went with nutmeg. And then the final topping is just a couple of marshmallows. My husband was doing something in the other room, so this is my quiet taste test. And it's a hit.
So if you couldn't tell from the thumbs up, really like the white hot chocolate. I mean, I've always been a fan of white chocolate, but this was really good. I think the cream and even that little bit of nutmeg on top really added to the flavors, and it just warmed me up. And even my husband really, really liked it. He asked if there was more because it only filled 2 cups, so we each had a cup, and he's like, is there more? I'm like, sorry, no, but I can make some more because we have the stuff for it. He's not a big white chocolate fan. That's why I was surprised. But I think if you're not a big white chocolate fan, those white chips that you melt down aren't a lot. You know what I mean? It's enough to add flavor to it, but you still get a lot of the cream and again, that little bit of nutmeg on top. It was really, really quite tasty. It's just a nice warm milk drink that we enjoyed. So let's get into the rankings. First is the ingredients on a scale of 1 to 5, and I'm going to get this a 1, which means everything is easy to find, not really expensive. You should be able to get everything you need to put this together relatively quickly. And things like the marshmallows too, optional. I just use them because I had them on top. Difficulty level on a scale of 1 to 5. I mean, I guess it's a 1, maybe a 1.5. It's not hard. The only thing that's complicated, I would say, is that you do have to kind of keep stirring the mix and keeping an eye on it so that the chips and the things don't stick and burn to your pan, or that you don't overcook the milk. So that's where it's just a little bit complicated, where you just can't put it aside and forget about it, but it's still not hard. So I definitely think this is a 1, maybe a 1.5 if you're super paranoid about that kind of stuff, or if you don't have the patience to sit there, you know, because it did take probably about 15 minutes or so to get everything warmed up properly and melted. And then would I make this again on a scale of 1 to 5? It's a 5, which means absolutely we'll make it again. It was enjoyable by both me and my husband. And honestly, since I just made it last night and we've still got plenty of those ingredients left, I might make it again tonight.